all messages. Grabbing the parts. There we go. Ow. Alrighty. Put my phone box up. Oh, I got a like. Alrighty. Let's see. Chat filter, all messages. And now it's showing that someone's watching. Can't see any messages yet. My internet is still slow. But welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a good day. I have a pretty big announcement for it as well, though. I intend on making a... Well, I've already made a second channel that I do want to put the content for this project onto. But in order to do that, I have to reach 50 subs on that channel to be able to live stream on there. And YouTube is dumb like that and won't let me... Oh, reconnecting? Oh, it disconnected me when I was... Am I still here? Hello? I don't know if it... I also don't know if it's bugged. Show every message. Hopefully it is. Hopefully it's working. Now, where did I put the... Oh, yeah. Holy lag. Exactly. Exactly bubblegum. Best internet ever, right? Got like a 20-second, like 20, not even 20-second, like 2-minute internet delay for whenever I'm working on something or like talking to the stream. But I'm going to make that work for the project that I have. As in, I'm just going to, oh yeah, since the cosplay thing is a robot and it's like a character that I'm playing, it's a robot using old parts, I'm just going to say, you know what? He has lag. We're going to say he has like lags, and that's why he responds to everything like 2 minutes late. That's the excuse that I'm using. My excuses. Oh, cool already at 5 likes? Wow. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. Hopefully everybody's having a great day. I got to get the little compact part opened up. Yeah, funny enough, it actually has a speaker that I'm wiring into it, and this cosplay is made to like be upgraded. I see people make these like robot cosplays and they only ever wear them once. Oh, it's so cool. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Funny enough, this is actually a community project. As in, anybody who wants to comment an idea, I'll write it down in my notebook, and when we get the parts and stuff for it, I'll hold votes. Where am I from? The United States. Ow! I just popped both my knees standing up. All right, now which book is this? Is this the right book? I have 3 of the same book, and it's really difficult to find whichever one I write down my stuff in. See, if you look, is this a cosplay of a character or an OC? Yes, it's actually a OC, I guess. But I want, for context, I have a second channel that I'm making for this. And when I reach 50 subs on there, YouTube will let me do live streaming. Oh, well. Oh, sorry, I meant to say, that's cool that you're from Germany. And hold on. See, the thing is, I want this thing to be upgradable, and I want it constantly to be changing and having new parts added to it. While we're talking, I'm getting some of my stuff that I had my wiring out. All right. Ow. Please, I think I'm playing Operation over here. I'm sorry. Here we go. Yep. We get this. This is the output. This is output, right? I actually spent the past couple streams setting this up and wiring this together. All right, so this is... No, I don't plug it into here. I plug it into here. Goodness, I'm a mess at times. I do apologize. All right. Output into here. This is powered on, right? Yep. Now you're recording. You should be recording. I plug this into here. And ow. All right, it should be working. See, funny enough, the past few days I've been wiring this together. I'm sorry if I did lose anybody's interest. The viewer count up at the top is very inaccurate for me because I live in the middle of nowhere, and the internet always lags. But hi. And fun thing with this like cosplay is it's going to constantly be improving and upgrading depending on what you guys suggest. And I want to be like in character when I do it on like the other channel. But over here, this is just like the build of it, I guess. Greetings, salutations. This is Andy, the Tandy Monitor. How do you do? Gotta pop my neck. Here we go. Yeah, we're at 6 likes. That's probably the most likes I've gotten on anything in a while. Ow. Setting everything up. I have a lot of wiring to set up, and I gotta get a actual screen put in here instead of some cardboard that I have bolted in. Gotta improve on that, you know? Constant upgrades. Eventually, I'm going to actually install like an LED screen that can actually run the game Doom, because that was one of the suggestions. And, you know, I got to do what the community suggests, and they wanted Doom, so I have to eventually, probably like a year from now, or like when this thing gains its own popularity and builds itself up, and I'm able to afford it, I will buy the parts and learn how to code so I can make this thing run Doom. I do look forward to it, though, because that sounds really fun. Pop my neck. So, how are y'all doing today? Hopefully y'all are doing well. I need to like find a way to mount this in here, but I can't mount it in here until I have the actual screen put in. So we have some like wins and losses. And since I have lag, I'm just going to say like Andy's old and laggy and it takes him 2 minutes to respond to anything. Pretty good. I'm happy to hear that. You like ice cream? Ice cream's really good. I'm going to take this off for a bit because it is really, really heavy because there's a police helmet on the inside. See, funny enough, there's a police helmet on the inside of this. You can't see it, but that's why this thing weighs so much. But it's also decently sturdy because I spent like a week straight building this. And which notebook was it? Was it this notebook? Nice airplanes. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. My grandfather painted them for me when I was young. Well, when I was like really little, and they've been hung up in here ever since. Which book is it? That's the script book. Did I already grab this one? Hold on. Found it. Got it. So this is sorry, I got to improve my grammar. These are some of the upgrades that people suggested. I'm 18. These are some of the upgrades that people suggested for the cosplay. One of them was a portable water tank, like mounted to the side, so I could have something to drink while I'm wearing this heavy and really, you know, loud. Not loud. It's not the loudest. I want to make it louder. Well, this heavy and hot like helmet. And then another person suggested a working screen to run Doom, so I got to do that because people want to see Doom run. So I got to eventually learn how to code and buy the parts needed for that. A little robot, right, that would sit like right beside me on the live streams, named Chuck, who would say what the chat says, which would be really fun. And I want to build that, so I got to learn how to code for that as well. A spotlight eyeball that would go on the top, some decorations, a battery port, and a megaphone speaker mounted into the center instead of this old speaker from the roof. Do you guys have any suggestions for Andy, the robot monitor? Because I write down every suggestion that I'm given, and I will eventually get a bunch of parts and go onto a live stream on the other channel when that one has subscribers. And we will do a vote and build whatever was voted from the list. I don't know, I enjoy doing this. This is really fun to me. This is like my passion project, I guess. I'm really hold on. Where is it? See, somewhere around here. There's the yo from Nova Scotia. What in the world? Oh, cool. Hello, Jack. How are you doing? Hopefully, you're having a good day. Welcome to the stream. This is the, I guess, Andy cosplay. It's a character I made up to play on the channel because I wanted people to be able to have fun and work on a giant robot together in, like, I guess, as a community. This is the earliest version of him. I just finished getting all the wiring and stuff set up. I just need to mount it inside. Hello. This should be yeah, it's working. Nice. I do have really bad lag because I live in the middle of nowhere and can't read the messages because they pop up like 40 seconds late, 30 or 40 seconds. So I do apologize if I do not respond immediately. It's because super delayed. I have to be on that YouTube grind and make the money to buy a better internet provider, apparently. Let me pop my neck. There we go. I do hope everyone who's joined is having a lovely day so far. And if you have any ideas or like upgrade suggestions for this, do comment them because I immediately write them down in my notebook, which I have right here because I love hearing you guys' ideas and they're amazing and I do want to build them. Because I feel like group creativity is better than one-on-one creativity. Hold on, let me take this off. I can't read that. I can't read the chat as well. What do you say? Candy sugar so sweet, favorite from Louis. Okay, I mean, I'm not that, but I'm glad I'm somebody's favorite in something. Maybe the internet fan art in 20 years we'll have that made, but not today. Oh, I got a nail stabbed in my chest because I forgot. You know what would be a smart upgrade for me to do right now, actually? Because there's nails going through this to hold this giant speaker in. Hello, Mason. Where is everyone? Everyone is everywhere. Hopefully Mason VR is having a good day. Hopefully Jason's also having a good day. This is the chest plate for it. My take on the moon landing. I feel like it was probably real because we got the giant space shuttles, and there was a lot of research and science that went into that, and I honestly appreciate it. You are having a good day? No, I'm not cosplaying Skibidi Toilet. McNasty, Bug Nasty. What? Hold 1 second. I got something. I have to grab some cardboard pieces, and I need to like drill them through this thing because if I don't, I'm gonna have my chest stabbed repeatedly by a nail, and I don't like being stabbed. Contrary to popular belief, being stabbed by screws while talking to your stream is not fun. Hello. All right. How do I show this? Do I just like tilt this downward so you guys can see what I'm doing with my hands, I guess? So we're cutting cardboard to mount back here on this center nail, if you see it, because I don't like being stabbed, and being stabbed is not very fun. It is not a... Yes, my hair is actually extremely long. Hopefully you're doing good. Hopefully you're having a good day. Hello, Cooper. How are you doing? You having a good day? Welcome to the stream. I'm currently doing a little modification to the project as we speak because I don't want to be stabbed by cardboard. Not cardboard. By a nail. Goodness. I'm very tired. I'm a very tired individual. Do I like screw the cardboard onto the nail? Not nail, the screw. Goodness. I'm a bit sleepy. Hopefully everyone's doing well. I do have a really bad delay, so if I'm not responding, I don't get gum stuck in my hair because I just don't chew gum. I kind of just vibe with like my like lollipop candy and stuff like that, you know, and like gummy worms. But like bubble gum, I do not blow bubbles, and if I do have gum, it stays in my mouth, so it does not go anywhere near my hair, you know. Because as I would also hate to have bubble gum in my hair, you know. feel like that's a universal truth. Bubblegum and hair is no fun. No matter who you are. Do I smoke? No. No, I don't smoke at all, actually, because I like my lungs, and being able to breathe clearly makes me happy, and with the mucus condition I have, I would probably just keel over immediately. Brains in hair? What do you mean, Jesse James? That's a cool name. I feel like I've heard it somewhere before, I just don't know. Like a cowboy or something like that, or a bandit? Hey, what am I making? Well, I'm currently working on the chest plate for a large computer-themed cosplay, in which I have actual speakers and stuff mounted into it, and the chat will be able to choose upgrades and stuff I build for it in the future. So, like, you know, all around, just vibing and having a good time. I do have really bad lag, so I have to always remember that when I get these messages and I read them in the chat, what cosplay is it? It's I wanted to, you know how like VTubers play characters, but like they don't really do anything with like that with the 3D model that they spend all that money on, and most of the time they're out of character and they're just playing a video game or something. I wanted to make a stream where, or like a channel, I guess, where the main thing is always in character as a robot who is building himself and just doing little shenanigans and stuff. But like, I want to do like videos where it shows me getting a bunch of scraps and parts, and on the live streams I actually build what you guys suggest. Like I write down every idea that I get because I value them and I want to put them to a vote eventually. Maybe like before I do a live stream, and then on the live stream we have the character build the actual like upgrade and attach it. Or like we show like the designs for it, like drawing it up. You just scroll so you missed what I said. Well, hold on, let me scroll back up quick so I can see. What cosplay is it? Oh, it's just a character named Andy. Well, it's technically named Andy because this is Tandy Monder, so I scratch out the T, so it was just Andy. Well, there is such thing as radiation shielding, my friend. Lead is a very interesting and beautiful material, Sebastian. And I think we realized that people from the older generation did not really care about things such as radiation or their own health. I mean, just look at what we built houses with back in the day. Not really, actually. The spacesuits actually would weigh much more than the radiation shielding on the shuttles, because a modern spacesuit is like a couple tons, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. If I remember correctly, it's either a couple tons or it's like a couple thousand pounds, but like it, not tons, like 100 pounds. Sorry, I'm a bit tired this morning. All right, I shouldn't be stabbed anymore. This is good. This is good news. I can put it back on now. I put the cardboard on there, so it shouldn't be nearly as painful to wear. It's not. I'm not being hurt. Here we go. Oh, goodness. And we're talking about things like in and out of the atmosphere. We do have aerogel, which are really, really good insulators that are really, really thin. I'm a nerd. All right. So we're going to run it. Okay, it's working. It's working perfectly fine. We got this. It is a very wild weight. It's a very, very wild weight for those spacesuits. Those things are heavy. Like the amount of like stuff astronauts have to go through to even be allowed to leave the surface of the planet is insane. They have to go through so much training. But it's really, really cool. It's really, really cool. You know? Like, it's epic. And it's also like the premise that like we would not be able to send a person to the moon is kind of like not the smartest thing to say out loud, because we send people to us back and forth from space stations all the time. Join the crab army. Hello, crab. How are you doing? Hello, crab boy. That's really cool. It's a crab. Look at the crab, guys. But yeah, so this live stream is like, these ones over here, I guess, are just me working on it for now until I can actually have the main channel that I'm working on it with get 50 subs. The main channel's name is actually in the description for this. If you guys want to type that into the search bar and subscribe, it would really help me. Am I going to join? I cannot join the crab army. I'm already part of the zombies. I'm very sorry. I started off as a VTuber on an older like app. I cannot join another army. I'm dead. There's too many armies, chat. There's too many armies. Oh, so this is the funny little thing. Well, how about an alliance? There can be an alliance. There can be an alliance. We're not violent. We're for context. It was the rave yard in which we would just play music on the old live streams. It was just like a bunch of it was Halloween music all year long. It was really fun. But then the app went downhill, so you know. Ow. Oh, it's because I don't have that button. Hold on. I need to button my shirt. I was wondering why this was able to stab me again, even though I went through all the effort of padding it. It's because I'm wearing a collared shirt that I forgot to button. Hello, Noroa. Hopefully I read that correctly. There we go. Please just button properly. There we go. Alrighty. I do not understand. It's either Dutch or it's German. Hold on. Don't know. I don't understand. I'm sorry. I'm not the most intelligent when it comes to other languages. And that's just because I never really learned them. I didn't take any language classes when I was in high school. I'm having a good time today. This is really fun. This is a really interesting like stream today. You know, I'm having a good time talking to everybody. Hold on. I guess I can put this back on, so if we have anybody new who joins, it can like look a little bit like cooler to them, I guess. I don't know. Can we impress the crowds with my like 2 weeks of constant working? Alright, here we go. I feel like I can just vibe like this. That's Russian, correct? I don't know what they're saying in Russian. I don't understand Russian. I'm dumb. I don't know. Darn. Well, hopefully everybody's having a good day, and hopefully they're not saying anything bad in Russian, because I claim no responsibility for anything they say. Hello. There we go. I can see that because it said hi. But for context, the visibility on this is not great. I'm looking from this tiny little triangle in the bottom. Like, that is my eyes. Everything else above this tiny triangle in the bottom, I cannot see at all. Oh, I appreciate that. You're pretty cool as well. I'm not the best. I'm just really, really stubborn. And the fact that this project broke itself 3 times when I was trying to make it does not stop me. I'm going to continue trying to make it because I want to make something cool for everybody. My mission is to make something really fun for people to watch. Let me pop my neck. Ah. This thing weighs a ton. Maybe I should like build like a neck brace or something for it. I'm Bex. How's it going? I just extended my hand to shake. I don't know why I did that. That was not... I have no idea why I did that. But hello, Bob. Hopefully you're having a good day. Popped in my neck. Ow. There we go. I feel like neck brace is definitely the most logical thing for me to build with this thing because it weighs so much. I don't understand. I don't understand Russian. What are they saying? Let me take this off. There. I can see better. Get some one-way glass and put something in the front of it. I do intend on doing that at one point. Or maybe like I might get some mesh, you know, like some really decent mesh. Because I have the glass screen that went in it, but it weighs about 15 pounds, and when I tried to put it back in and use it, Yes, Karen, how's Plankton? Plankton is doing well. Plankton is doing very well. But yeah, what I'm gonna have to do with the what I have to do with the frame from this? Well, let me explain it. I have to actually get this metal band that's around it off because I want to use the metal frame from it to build an actual screen mount. That's dope. Oh, I appreciate it. That means a lot. I do have a really bad chat delay, so I might have seen this message like 30 seconds later or whatever, but I do appreciate it. This should be working. Hello? Goodness. Okay, here we go. It is working. Sometimes it has some problems with the chest speaker, and I'm still working on that as well, but, you know. Small steps. Small steps. Yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoy it. That was the whole point. I wanted people to be able to see something. If you have any ideas for it, for like upgrades, you can suggest them, and I will write them down in my book. Because, yes, and I really do want to make it a giant community project. Uh, thank you, SpongeBob, my boy. I might have a future in medieval times. Yes, yes, I could. Except here's the issue: I would not be the best at medieval times because I would just be, you know, those people that you see in the background who are just like brushing their hair. That would be me. I'd be in medieval times, but I'd have to have like a bug net or something like that because I would die if there were too many bugs around me. I don't like bugs, especially gnats. Those things are evil. They always fly in your eyes, and it's just ugh. You know what I mean? Oh wait, well, I don't even know why I asked a question when I have the delay, but you know, it's fine. I'll answer it when it pops back up on my screen like a minute from now. Bugs ain't the issue at that place. Probably water and sanitation would be the biggest issue at medieval times. You know, no matter how many times I button this up, it just does not stay. It does not stay, and that's a very big issue. This should be working. Is it work testing? Okay, it is working. All right. See, one of the things I can't do until I have the actual frame built for like the new screen is I can't install this. No problem. I'm happy to be here with you. It's really fun. I enjoy talking to y'all. That's why I do these streams. It's fun to talk and get some good ideas and work on stuff with y'all. It's enjoyable. I found it really enjoyable, and I met a ton of nice people while doing this. Very supportive, nice people who enjoy the project, and that's nice. I mean, last time I did it was somebody's birthday, and I told them happy birthday because, you know, who wouldn't tell a person happy birthday, right? Just good vibes all around, you know? What was I going to do again? I keep on forgetting. Oh, wait, y'all want to see something interesting? This right here, building something off of I'm guessing, fandom. I've never thought of building something off of a fandom, gonna be honest. This is a really fine metal mesh right here that actually goes in these old CRT monitors. Yeah. See this 15-pound piece of glass has little mounting spots on the inside, and what makes it where you can't see through it is this frame. When I install this real quick, this little mesh, it's always a pain to install though. Ow, ow, stop stabbing me. Stop that, that's bad. Okay, see? When you install when you actually install the mesh back into it, it works decently well, but you can still somewhat see inside, especially if there's a light behind me. But if there's no light behind me and this is enclosed in a box, you cannot see my face. But right now you can see my face because there's light. So it works pretty well. Ow. Yeah. I don't know. I just like showing stuff to people. It's fun. It brings me joy. Oh my goodness, I left the speaker on. Maybe I should turn that off. That way I don't waste the battery. Because it takes about 6 hours to charge that. Let's see. I have thought of building robots before, And I mean, there was a time where I did want to. Oh, hold on. The fan home. R2D2 built. Oh, really? And to make a Joseph, is that you? I have no idea who Joseph is. I'm not Joseph. I'm sorry. Joseph's a much cooler name than Bexley, gonna be honest. But like, bro, imagine being named that. You're new to the stream. Hello, Shane. That's Shane. Yeah, it's Shane. Welcome to the stream. This is the Andy Project. It is a cosplay that is always being upgraded, and when it's on its second channel, it's going to be in character most of the time, and the viewers get to suggest upgrades for it, and we get to vote on them and make it as a community. Because I wanted to build something cool and interactive for everybody. I currently don't have the microphone mounted inside of the helmet for it, and one day this screen will run Doom on it, because that was one of the suggestions, and I want to do that because it'd be fun. But hi, welcome to the project. If you have any ideas, please suggest them. I will 100% be writing them down right here in this book because I want to do them because it'll be fun. I hope you have a lovely time here, and I hope you make a lot of friends. Yeah. You take this off. Play crafting and building, please. What do you mean? Oh, and sensors can react to people. You know, that actually gives me an idea. What if one day for this thing, for Andy, what if we give him like touch sensors on the sides? I normally, Shane, I normally only ever talk on the live streams because I'm not very social, and I feel like it wouldn't be healthy. Hey, that's not cool. No slurs. Don't say slurs in the stream, bro. What the heck, man? 24-hour timeout. No slurs. We are here to build a positive place, not that behavior. That's bad. Swear words are okay, but like not all the time, you know? Like not excessively. Like swear words are like the Twitch. Hello, Sophia. Welcome to the stream. But like slurs, we don't say those here. Those are wrong. Especially when that's the first thing that person joined and said. We don't encourage that behavior. That's bad. That's immature. Like there wasn't even a punchline. Anyway, welcome. But yeah, what I was gonna say is, where am I from? I'm from the U.S. I guess the south part of the U.S. Uh, I mean, you're Shane. I mean, that's the best way you introduce yourself. Hello. I'm gonna call you you. Hi, you. I don't want to. I don't want to like expose my time zone because that's how you get doxxed, and that's information that I should not be spreading on the internet. Internet safety is very important. We do have good vibes here, but there is some information that I'm not allowed to disclose. Not for myself, but for the safeties of the others living in my home. Hello, Sebastian. Sophia. You know what's funny? I think Sophia is the first person whose name's Sophia that I've seen pop up in one of my streams before. So technically, yes, this is the first Sophia. That's kind of cool. And we got a person from Texas here. Hello, Texan. Welcome to the stream. All right, so we have this working. It's a pity. I mean, it's pretty cool here. I don't know. For me, I like colder temperatures, but I'm in the southern part of the U.S., so you know, I don't get to experience colder temperatures. It's it's always hot, and it's not fun. Oklahoma. I show speed. That's a content creator, right? I remember seeing clips of him yelling at what was it? My Talking Tom, or was it My Talking? I think it was My Talking Ben. You were the first Sebastian as well. Yes, you were the first Sebastian who I've seen. Everyone who joined to comments is the first person with that name to comment so far, and that's actually kind of cool. Thumbs up to Bean because Bean did thumbs up. We like good vibes here. We like having a good time. See, I would be outside right now, shattering the glass out of this monitor screen so I could actually get the metal frame to build a new light. Unfortunately, it's raining, and it's raining in a yard is not good because it will wash all of the tiny glass shards into the grass, and when next time we mow grass, it would fling glass, and that doesn't sound fun, you know? Pop my leg. Ow. Ow. Goodness. Do I play on PC? I do not have PC, which is another one of my things. You're the first, Shane. You are. Everyone's the first. I don't have a PC because I can't afford it and I don't have good enough internet yet. And I do have a Minecraft skin made though, and I do want to make some like cool mods and stuff eventually because I like being creative and I don't know. I actually have a gaming channel I'm in called Hat Trick that I just made like well technically the channel's existed, but I never did anything with it for like a year. And I do intend on uploading like maybe some VR videos and stuff on there until I can like, gain traction with my and stuff and you know, I guess become like one of the cool big YouTubers who make stuff. And I'm making a bunch of different channels because I'm really indecisive and I have too many ideas at once, and all the ideas are different. So it's like I need a place to put each one. That way the main channel doesn't get like, mixed up. Roast battle. We have a roast battle? What is the roast battle? Why are we roasting? Who's being roasted? What? What are you talking about, M. Clues? I do not know what you were saying, my friend. Goodbye. It was nice to meet you too, Sophia. Goodbye, Bean. Hopefully y'all have a lovely day. It was great to meet y'all. This was fun. This was actually really fun. Hope to see y'all again real soon. I do stream at this around the same time every day. So I don't like roasting people because that's mean. And no one can roast me more than I roast myself every day I wake up and look in the mirror. Hello. Is that Junior? Hello, Junior. Or JR. I'll just call you JR. Hello, JR. Hopefully you're having a good day. Welcome to the stream. This is the Andy project. It's a game. I see. That's really cool. I do apologize. Play games, I would. Unfortunately, I can only really work with what I have right now, and that's my VR headset and my phone. Bro's lagging now. Yes, I've been lagging the entire time. I have bad internet. It's too bad. Bro, I wish I could play Elden Ring. That game looks really fun. Honestly, like, I would have a ball playing Elden Ring because I like playing really, really difficult games and like making things really difficult for myself. So like there was one game I played where I played the entire game on one hit, one kill. It was a VR bullet hell type game where there was you still got it back. Well, hello. And the way that game worked was, do I play Fortnite? I do not have the internet to play Fortnite, sadly, or any device that I can play Fortnite on. If I try and play games on my phone, I Homelander. Here's the thing: I'm lagging because I live in the middle of nowhere. Hello, Xavier. Hopefully you're having a good day. Welcome, everyone. Uh, Let me just put this. Greetings and salutations. Yes, I do. I do, Shane. You know the I'm I'm speaking faster than my brain is working. If you guys know the series Courage the Cowardly Dog, where they live in Nowhereville, USA, that is where I live, guys. Definitely. Like no wife. I have two bars at the very best. So we're doing we're doing the best we can out here. The wind blows and my Wi-Fi lags. It's kind of funny. Not the best, but we work with what we got. Yeah, Shane. Now, could you imagine trying to like my bad that Twitch won't even let me make an account? And when I did make an account, I can't even use the account that I made because Twitch won't let me because my internet's that bad. It's crazy. It's honestly crazy. They, yes, I'm being held hostage by my Wi-Fi. I am. That's very nice. It ain't bad. I wish. I wish clues. I wish I could be on the internet. You barely see me clearly. Yeah. I'm guessing the screen's all like glitchy and stuff. More than likely it is and it's pixelated. Happy birthday! Hopefully you're having a good day. There you go. I hope you actually do have a I hope your birthday improves. You know? I do. Hopefully it's good. Fun thing. I'm actually with the other channel that I'm going to be using the actual cosplay in. I want to have it be like we can sing happy birthday. I'm gonna call you Kay. Happy birthday, Kay. I don't remember how to sing the birthday song. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Your parents don't want you so they don't get a party? I understand. I see it. I see Minato. That's very interesting. I seem interesting, so you subscribed? Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Homelander, from hit series The Boys. It's so glad. I just read your username. That's actually kind of funny. The most menacing thing you can see is Homelander join the stream. Let me read this. When I look in the mirror, it cracks at the side of me. Yes, yes, it does. They openly talk. Ah, I see. Don't worry. Don't worry. My parents named me as a joke, Kay. Don't worry. It's fine. They hit me with a man. I was planned, but they didn't plan that far ahead. But the funny thing is, out of spite, I decided to be a better person than both my parents. The internet is not interneting. I know. Like, the best you can do with the people who make your life really sad is, yes, I was named as a joke, is work to be better than them. And look at their mistakes that they made that turned them into bad, rotten people, and then just do the opposite. It's like, oh, yeah, you did this that made you sad and angry. You're gonna sub? I appreciate that. I think we're almost at 500. I don't know. I've been stuck at like 460 for a while. I've not really checked recently. But I did start doing these live streams recently, so maybe that changed it. I don't know. This is really fun getting to talk to y'all. I enjoy it. But yeah, as I was trying to say repeatedly, my word of advice to y'all is if people do make your life sad and like they're mean and you have bad influences, you should work to be better than them. Like look at their mistakes and then be like, dang, I don't want to be like you. I'm not going to blame you because that's how you went about your life, but I'm going to do better. Uh, I believe in the concept of there being an afterlife. I don't really believe in one specific religion because if you look throughout history, a lot of these different religions reference events that all kind of date back to different things and at different time periods, and like a lot of the gods are extremely similar. And I look at it like I feel like they're referencing the same entity, they just gave it different names. I'm neutral. I like being neutral. And I look at life. Elden Ring is a good game, but Elden Ring is better and cheaper. Oh, I see. Really? I'll have to check that out if I ever get a PC. But yeah, as I was saying, I do try and remain neutral on subjects such as religion and politics, unless we have people running around who are causing a lot of problems. But I don't like to bring those up because those are really negative topics. Yes, this is Homelander, the regular guy. What's like the opposite of Homelander? Like apartment departure. This is my boy apartment departure. Off-brand Homelander. He's actually a good guy. But yeah, these talks are always really fun. Keep me killing people. Darn. Very sad. You have an idea to solve world hunger. What is your idea? What's your idea, Kay? I don't believe the moon is hollow. It's a large space rock, and if it were hollow, it would collapse in on itself because of gravity. It may not have the strongest gravity, but it has strong enough gravity that it would. Because most things in space, if they were hollow, would crush themselves. You, after you're done eating, I my lag made the joke not make sense. This is very sad. But yeah, I don't know. It got really quiet in my house. They turned off the TV, and now I have anxiety. Oh no. I'm having social anxiety. 1 second. I may not look it, but I'm actually really anxious when I do things. It's Bex. I go by Bex. 1 sec. I've returned. Ow. No, I'm not. I cannot afford them. I'm broke. Funny enough, I was actually going to go to college for engineering, and I still do intend to. But currently, are unnecessary and put them. I see. Now here's the issue, though. Most jobs are extremely necessary because the moment we start saying that some people are unnecessary, we start losing things that make our society as a whole. And we're going to show you the cosplay. Yes, this is the current version of it. I don't have any like special clothing for him yet. I do have a trench coat, but I don't want to put that on because it's hot outside and I don't want to burn, you know? But I do have some cool leather gloves I'm going to wear as well with the cosplay. Yes, actually, yes. Because without the ice cream man, we won't have the funny little jolly tune of the ice cream man. Honestly, I actually think I feel like it all boils down to their personality on how people function. What tomfoolery is this? Well, you see, this tomfoolery is a overly complicated cosplay that will upgrade whenever reviewers suggest things. I will write them down and we will hold a vote. Basically, a large in-character project, if you will. Because I wanted to make something really fun that everybody can enjoy and have a good time doing. You know? So, this is the cosplay so far. Nothing special. We're still working on it, but that's what makes it special. I mean, you know? Like, the fact that it will always be upgrading is what makes it unique. Because most people's cosplays, when they make them, they stay the same, you know? It's like, I made my computer cosplay, and then it's like a singular LED face. They wear it one time and then never wear it again after spending like $300 on it. And it's like, well, that's a wasted opportunity. You could make like a whole mascot. You could make a whole little community around this little guy. And that's what I decided to do. Yep. Let me read this. Am I employed as a mascot in the mall? Sadly, I am not. That'd be really cool. Honestly. How deep does that small hole go? What do you mean? Do you mean the one inside of this? Inside the screen? Oh, am I being hated on? I cannot tell. I'm too jolly. This is really sad. I'm too jolly of a person to realize I'm being hated on. But if I am, it's okay. It's all right. I'm used to it. But if you were talking about the actual mask, it goes fairly deep into the mask, about 2 inches, and then there's a tiny little mesh behind it. I am actually. I'm doing things I enjoy, and I'm trying to entertain people and make them happy. So I'm doing something good with my time. It's kind of cringe to say, buddy. Tyler, the creator. Hello. I don't know who that was directed at, so I'm unsure. Good job. Okay. I will openly say I'm cringe, but I'm just trying to be happy and make other people happy. Asia, that's very nice of you. No, hey, small trolls. Oh, okay, that's fine. Do a home tour. I cannot because funny enough, remember how I started living in the middle of nowhere? If I move this phone from this position, my internet goes out. It's kind of funny. Like, if this phone moves at all, it's done. I'm not. I just had a lot of life experiences. And as with anybody, when you're really and you look at your past actions and you're like, oh my goodness, I was a freak. And then you go, never again. you grow up, you mature, and then you look at life and you're like, okay. And you basically you find out what really matters in life and you just decide to go with it. Is that a camera? Where? This or let's see, I have a video camera somewhere. I actually have a camera collection. I enjoy them. Oh, what's going on here? Well, Jeff, we're just having a good conversation while I show off this little cosplay. I'm gonna show it to you real quick before I show off my camera collection because I enjoy doing things like that. Hold on, ow. I still need to set this speaker in the proper place. But yeah, so the past couple streams I was wiring this together and building this, and now I'm making this. So you know. The white box. Hold on. Which white box? The one on my chest or this? Oh, no. This is a giant speaker and the part of a radio. Check this out. It should get a name like a superhero. Funny enough, look on the inside. You can see some of the wiring and stuff like that. It's actually a radio that I took apart, and when I'm done with it, I can put everything fits back on the inside, and I rebuild the radio. And yeah, it's pretty fun. Hold on, let me set everything down. Ow. And I built everything to be compact. Oh, thank you, Asia. I appreciate that. Tell me you disrespecting your brain cells. How so? What did I do to disrespect my brain cells? I sure hope I didn't do anything too bad. Let's see, where did I put it? There's one. The other one's around here somewhere. Oh, there's my Olympus camera. Here they are. Oh, it's fine. I'm not really bothered. Some people can be mean and they control and all that, but that's alright. I was like that too when I was younger. This is one of my most expensive cameras. I just don't have the battery for it. Can we agree our moon has... It's called sniffing a Sharpie? Darn, I didn't know if that's how people could disrespect their brain cells. Oh wait, yeah, they can. Why do people smell Sharpies? This is my older camera. I love this. I love this camera. It's one of my favorites. I actually, when I was younger, I put a microphone next to it and got the sounds that it made when I use it, and made a beat with the actual camera sounds. I'm from the U.S. in the southern part of the U.S. I don't want to disclose my exact location because it's not to dox myself, and this is my video camera. I enjoy this. Welcome back, Mason. It's good to see you. I'd love to see returning viewers. Is that Japanese? Which one? The Instamatic? No. Pardon, Trevor. Just so... Fraud? I do not understand. Are you using text-to-speech? Ignore it. Oh, okay. I will. And I do have a GoPro that I use for my actual recordings. It's right here. Yeah, I know that, but it's also because I have... Yes, I do know how the cameras work. See, this one has a roll of film back. Thank you for subscribing. What GoPro model? I believe it's the where is it at? The 12 Black is my GoPro model. My grandmother bought it for me. Is it the underwater one? Most of them can function underwater up to a certain depth. Oh, that's kind of messed up. Why would you... See, I don't understand creators who curse at their viewer base. Mostly because these people are the ones who support you, so I don't see the point in being mean to them. You know? Like, I can understand people can get a bit riley and wound up, but... Yeah. Can you tell me something? You got the, Oh, really? Nice. Don't go to beaches. Favorite animal? I like sharks, actually. I'm a big fan of them. So what was your comment on the last statement? All right, hold on. Let me scroll up real quick. Let me scroll up to Sebastian. Okay, the moon's perfect orbit. Funny enough, the moon is actually oval shaped. It's because the Earth's gravity has been slowly stretching it for like centuries, which is kind of cool. And it's also slowly drifting away from us. Megalodons are rather than sharks. Megalodons are the ancestors of sharks, and they are very, very interesting, but they also have massive drawbacks. Sorry. What do I do for fun? I do this stuff actually. What's my hobby that takes up my time? Content creation. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy making things for people. It's fun. I'm sorry if that was the boring answer, by the way. Oh, wait, somebody did ask how these cameras work. All right, so these cameras have a spool of film in the back, and this tiny little square is actually where light would show to it. And when you click, when you, hold on, let me close this. When you do this and you like actually take the picture, this moves open for a split second and exposes this tiny little square of film to light, and that imprints an image. The Earth is not a perfect sphere, but it's good enough. But most things aren't perfect spheres in space. They're rough. Am I going for more of a cameraman aspect? Not really. I just really like old cameras. Do I play sports? No, I'm a nerd. What kind of image? It's a negative. It's a negative image. When you when you actually have the film developed, it is a positive image, or like, the one that you normally would see. I still need to get a battery for my Olympus, though. I really want to use this one. I've not got to use it yet. This one looks nice. It looks crisp. I love this thing. What kind of lens? Not really sure. Can't you tell when I walk? What do you mean? They're cool. Good on you. Thank you, Diane. I appreciate it. Let's see. Do you know camera models by heart? If I name, no, not really. Don't love things of this world. No, I do not. I have the opposite of that. I'm sorry, but I'm one of those other individuals. But I try not to be rude or hate on anybody because I believe that everybody should just be nice, I've heard of the Canon. Oh, you mean the large one? The really large camera Canon? Yeah, those are cool. Have you seen the what are they called? Let me remember. Let me remember. Wait, what was it called? You know the giant slow-mo camera that they use? I can actually. When I was younger, I used to be very, very, very mean. I went through my edgy phase, and it was not nice. What happens is you realize there's any point in getting like mad and arguing with people. The best you can do is just vibe, you know. But like, I'm fairly certain if my actions when I was like 16 were to ever like exist, I would probably just be like evaporated. But then I look at it like that. I can't be Christian. I'm not, but I also don't hate on any other religions because, it's not the vibe. But people who use things like religion and stuff like that they're okay and they're fine and I'm happy for them. But the ones who use it for bad are not okay. I feel like the ones who use it to cause harm to others are misguided individuals. So that's just how it is. Like, it's not okay to use things to hurt others, and that's just my belief. I believe everybody should be their best self and offer what they can. And my best self is a decently creative person. Not the most creative and not the most skilled, but how do I stream? I don't know. I should get a spy camera. That'd be pretty cool. I see. I see, game. Interesting. Well, I guess I wouldn't know. I used to be one. Oh, you're from India. I see. Well, hello to India. Hopefully y'all are having a good time. It's really part of history. Most beliefs and like different paths in life are parts of history, and they're very interesting. You can learn about them, and it's really cool. But that was rude. That was really rude, game. Why would you say that? I am excited to have people in the street. in the stream. I'm doing pretty good, Raul. But I just enjoy talking to people. It's fun. Sorry, I'm guessing you're asking how long do I stream? I normally just stream until like the vibes go down or I get really tired. But I'm in a good mood today. I slept to gain wisdom. That is one way to gain wisdom, yes. But another one is to go about life experiences and see that people are different and look at different perspectives. No idea what time it is, and because I don't have a clock, and if I touch my phone will probably crash. But yeah, you liked and subscribed. I appreciate it. That's really nice of you. Hold on. Hello. I'm guessing that's Jose Martinez. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Hold on, wait. I turned this on and grabbed this, but I meant to put this on because I want to show it to y'all. Ow, ow, ow. Don't stab me. Ow. Here we go. Funny enough, these are actually leather straps that my grandfather cut that are holding this together. Probably. My phone would probably detonate. No, I've not. I've not been following anymore. I don't like to look at stuff like that because I don't like conflict. It's not the way to go about things. There's much better ways to go about things than conflict and fighting. Bro's about to time travel. Yes, Trevor. I'm about to go. I'm going to the future. Hold on, I got a message. Let's see. Ow. Oh, what is that? This is the cosplay. I'm trying to keep track of everything, but it's hard to read. Hold on. Let me show off the cosplay for a second, just because I enjoy doing it. Ow. Owie. A hair. Alright, so it should be working. Here we go. Yeah, so this is the cosplay. Hopefully you enjoy. It's pretty cool. I've been working on it for a couple weeks now. Alright, let me take this off so I can read the chat, because I'd feel bad if I didn't look at it. Saint Stream YouTube. Message retracted. Oh. So, what OS is the camera? I have no idea. Wait, we hit 500 followers? Really? Nice. But on the path you take the stance. Oh, goodness. Your choice is about the type of discussion. Right? Yeah. I understand. I don't know. I like keeping people happy and having a good time. We're getting a lot of religious people, and that's okay. I just hope that the religious people who are here aren't the kind of ones who yell at people and cause fights. I hope they're like the nice old ladies who bake cookies and have the nice little fun parties and study the scriptures and stuff, How old were you when you realized that I was? Funny enough, I was actually, let's see, gotta think back to this. Around 17, because what's on my chest? This is my little pride and joy so far. It is a wired-in speaker. But yeah, not really familiar with, but you heard it's fun. It is. It's actually really fun. You do boxing. I see. Interesting. All right. Now, I was around 17 when I realized that I was fruity in that regard. And when I was, I didn't choose to be. It's just I ended up not feeling any romantic attraction towards the opposite sex, or to anyone for that matter, until I met my first partner. And then it was like, oh my goodness. And I was like, oh, it can't be. Say it isn't so. And then I was in denial for like a year or two. And then I ended up having my partner, Yeah. But, I don't know. I think life is all about just trying to be the best person that you can be. And, the best person you can be for others as well. And, encouraging them to do the best they can, Just, life is about raising everybody up. Because if you start dragging people down, it's not really good. What do you think of us being the aliens? Personally, I feel like in the vast infinity that is space, there is more than likely at least one other life form other than us. So to them, we'd probably be aliens. You have to go. Goodbye, Mason. It was good seeing you. I always love these talks. These are fun. Hopefully I get to see you next time, Mason. No? Oh, what do you mean? Yes, we would be aliens to them. And that's okay. Scroll back up. What do you mean? Let me scroll back up. How far do I need to scroll? You look at certain light. Yes, we are. We are the only ones to do those things. There's also thank you. I appreciate it. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work for the hair. That also smells like strawberries because I use strawberries and cream shampoo and conditioner. It's really good. VO5 is really good. Like for your hair, it's really nice. Don't quote me on that. It might make you go bald. It doesn't for me though, but that's just because my hair grows a lot. All right then, Mason. JK. Oh, what do you mean? I didn't understand. It's probably a typo. Do y'all have any favorite beverages? I'm a good fan of like certain colas. Not Coca Cola though. The other colas because Coca Cola kind of tastes too strong. You know, it's like but like if you try things like Sam's Cola and stuff like that, those actually taste like a cola. I'm sorry. It's just I'm really proud of it. I like my hair. I'm glad y'all found me funny. You know, it's fun. Wait, funny thing. I used to do like stop motion before I did like what I do now. I did stop motion animations and horror stuff. And then there was one time I used to make paper masks for like weirdcore stuff. One second, let me grab it. I have all my paper masks still. Ow. Here we go. Ow, my knees. You know what I mean by other colas? Yeah, like Sam's Cola, stuff like that. RC Cola is actually really good. Give your troll stayed. I appreciate it. I'm happy you guys enjoyed your time here. This is one of the masks that I never finished. It's made with stock paper, and it's about 6 different layers, and then this final reinforced cardboard piece on the back. And I was actually mapping out where the face and stuff would go. This is a older mask that I made. That every single part of it is, you know, just a different color piece of paper. I have a even older one. See, the further back you go, the less detailed they become. This is one that I drew for a short, and it was actually for a newsletter short that I had a fun time making. I remind you of your kid. I see. Then your kid must be pretty cool. I hope they're pretty cool. And then if we actually go back even further, that's fine, Saints. That's fine. I'm fruity enough as it is. It's okay. I don't really care about stereotypes and stuff like that. This is my very first mask. It's lasted the longest out of all of them. I think I'm decently cool. I hope I am. At least in my own eyes, I'm cool. To others and to the internet as a whole, I'm probably not. Oh, well, thank you, Tyler. I appreciate that. You're pretty cool too. I think all y'all are pretty cool, except for that one guy who joined really earlier and only to say like slurs and stuff. That wasn't cool of him. Like that was mean of him. We don't promote that behavior here. We promote having good, civilized, and fun conversations. Let's see. Do you guys think a built-in radio would work well for the cosplay? By the way, like imagine if we could have a little like radio antenna that comes off the top, and we have like a crank on the side where we can change the signals. Because I want to have every upgrade be attachable and like detachable. So you think that'd be fun? I do want y'all's opinion before I start like writing it down because I want to suggest some ideas. You know, it's actually refreshing to see if it's for drug dealers. I, yes, a real person does speak when you listen, but I feel like humans live and speak as. Hold on, I need to process things. My brain broke. I need a real father in my life. Funny enough, my father was abusive and not the best person. So, but my grandfather was the one who raised me, who taught me my morals, and so did my. So you know, all of them, the people who raised me and the teachers who taught me, those are the people who I value. Those are the people who turned me into the person that I am today. Cryptography. Not well versed, I don't believe. All right, hold on. Built-in radio. And I will not blame my parents who were neglectful and abusive because they did teach me one thing: to strive to be better people than them. And I have. I've actually surpassed both my parents in academics and morals. And that's okay. the good book, as they say, can have whatever opinions they want in it, and you can follow it if you wish. But I am also entitled to my own life, as everyone is. One second, I have to go do something. I will be right back. I do say so. Yes, judge not, or you will be judged, as they say. Y'all are correct. One second. I will be right back. I have to mute. I've returned. I'm back. You are new to this channel. Hello, Emoji Central. Welcome. I'm Bexley, and this is the project. I do hope that we don't have arguments over this, the kind of thing. Yes. I do hope that we don't have any arguments or conflicts going on, because I would hate to have people riled up over something so small. Because I don't want people arguing for my sake either. But hello, allow me to turn this on real quick. It should be working. It's working. Hello, Emoji Central. This is the Andy Cosplay. It is a project in which the viewers suggest ideas, and we upgrade this thing according to it. I hope you enjoy your time here and have a lovely time. There's no hate and righteousness. No, there's not. I do hope everyone's doing well. I'm glad. Y'all are actually very interesting people to have conversations with. This is really fun. I'm enjoying my time here. I do stream around the same time every day, around 12 o'clock my time, which would be, 1 hour ago. Well, 44 minutes ago, my time. Is normally when I start. You're a tattoo artist. That's really cool. You have that on your back. I'm sorry for you. You should probably apply acne care and stuff like that for it. Don't pick at it, because it will leave scars. That is true. You can be on your, as you say, your quest to spread your word, and I respect that. I am in the South, and it is everywhere. Ooh, could do a double screen one that could show. Oh my goodness, that's actually really cool. That's really cool. Hold on, I like that. Hold on. Double screen face. That is sick. Double screen face. Oh my goodness. See, this is why I'm doing these streams, because I could never come up with these things, you know? See, people working on things as a group is much cooler than people working on them by themselves. Because you can get so many new perspectives and ideas. Hello, Cooper. It's good to see you again. I believe I saw you before, right? This is fun. You've subscribed. Well, thank you for subscribing. I don't actually know what subscriber count I'm at, but hopefully it's good. I mean, anything better than like 0 is good, you know, because that means I've like entertained people and done my job. I never thought of painting them. No, but that's because I'm not the best with paints. I normally draw my art with ink. Hold on, let me look and see if I can find any of it. I'm normally an ink-based artist. It's in one of these books, actually. Video scripts. And he's a savage. I don't like blocking people because it feels rude, but I mean, if individuals do continue and like start riling people up and getting them angry at each other, I will have to like mute them. I don't want to because that would feel mean, but if push comes to shove, you know. I guess I do need the likes if you want to say that. It's fine. I normally don't like asking for them because I feel like it makes people look at me like I'm one of those content creators who shows up and immediately is like, hey, blah, blah, blah. Respect his religion, but there is a time and a place that is correct. I don't know. I mean, we put it up to a vote if you guys want to. I normally put decisions up like that to a vote. I mean, everybody who wants that to happen, you can comment that, and I'll listen. Because, again, conflict's not my cup of tea. This is one of my most recent things I drew. I mess around with like weird stuff. All right, Gain voted a block. Emoji Central put a thumbs up. Tyler also said this. Alrighty. Well, I'm guessing. You'll write part two now. Alrighty. This is. I normally draw like weird stuff, and this is my funny little guy that I named Dave. I can't get the camera to focus, but yeah, I drew a bunch of eyes because I was doing eyeball practice and like for different angles, and yeah, and then I decided to draw like a little man. Gojo. Oh my goodness, it is Gojo. It's Gojo. It's so cool. Also, you guys want to know why I always get confused whenever I'm looking for my notebook? Here's why. It's because I have 3 different notebooks that look exactly the same, and all of my notes are in different ones. Have you seen your children? I'm sorry that your children disappeared. You should probably look for them. Oh, really? That's cool. Block him with peace. Alright, I mean, if that's what everybody wants to have happen, I shall do that. I'm normally not one for doing things like this, but since it would ease conflict, I shall time them out. I will time them out because I'll put them in timeout for like 30 minutes. There we go. How's Wi-Fi work? My Wi-Fi is not the best. You think you left anyway? Okay then. Well, the 30-minute timeout is not hurting anyone then. All right. But yeah, do you guys have any more like ideas you want to write down? Oh wait, do you guys know those really old phones? Where am I from? I'm from the south of the U.S. What are you wearing, a great traveler? I am wearing the chest plate to the group cosplay for my character who I'm naming Andy. I'm making a second channel for like the content for this, but for now I will be recording on here until the second channel can reach 50 subs and I can go live on there. Hello. Hopefully having a great day. There we go. I always like showing this to people who question. This is nice. It does. Personally, I feel what happens with most beliefs, like all these things as a whole, not just Christianity and all the different ones and different like perspectives, is people come by so forceful and they aren't open to looking at the other party's point of view, and that causes like conflict because instead of being like, oh, you have valid points here, I just wanted to show you this, or they wanted to show, and vice versa. People, instead of doing that and like mingling together and seeing both sides have valid points, do this, and they basically end up like fighting and getting annoyed, and what happens is anger because people. I feel like nowadays a lot of people aren't aware of different perspectives. They only know what they see, and that's okay, but people should be more open to other perspectives. That is my belief. Because I feel like differences make the world more unique and interesting. I don't know. It can be a lifestyle, and that is correct. But said lifestyle can be shown to others, but it must not be forced, because forcing things upon others is not okay. And as they say with the religions such as Christianity, if I remember correctly, it is, was it love your neighbor or love thy neighbor? And there was another one that was like judge not or you shall be judged. And I feel like that is to say that people are different and they may not choose to follow the same things you do in the same exact way. They may not even have beliefs, and that's okay. You shouldn't hate them for it because that's just them. You know? And that's how I look at life. Well, I'm glad you don't spout things like that. But I also try and remain neutral on hate. Your grandfather. Oh, the grandfather. All right. Dang. I see, Bean. That was the joke. Better leave it as is? I personally think yes, this topic should be left. To cause trouble. Ah, you got jumped 3 times. I'm sorry to hear. Yep, might as well just keep on going with life, you know? And that's the good part about life, you know? No hate and no bad vibes. I used to actually. There's a project that I want to make an entirely hand-drawn game about the 5 different senses. You're actually a machine that has batteries, and every time, like, you beat a boss or you go through a level, you can get new parts and like replace it with your old ones and do stuff like that, right? Like interchange stuff, but you can lose certain senses. And I wanted to call the game Sense. You played as a character named Self. It was a mechanical mannequin with a like golden heart, basically. But it doesn't start off as gold. It starts off as stone with rusty iron bolts going through it. It's like, and over time, the more people you save and the more kind actions you do throughout time, your heart becomes more pure. And there was actually a counterpart to the game where if you were to, you play as, it was Sense, right? The full name was Senseful, and there was a counterpart that was built by the same inventor that made you, named Self. Full name Selfish. It was the opposite of you. Can Self fight? Self does not fight. The only time Self will end up fighting is when the 2 paths of the game, the other version of them that was built, finally catches up to them. Selfish wants to. Oh wait, you mean Sense cannot fight, while Self can. Sense is actually trying to save as many people and living creatures as it sees. And yeah. Well, I'm happy you left that lifestyle. Hello, Layla. I do appreciate that. I try and be creative. I just sometimes run myself off of a ledge a couple times because I make too much stuff. That game that I just told you all about was actually, there's so much more stuff going on with it. There was going to be 2 different timelines, and it was crazy because you could choose to play as either Sense or Self. But the thing is, your actions determine what happens with the game. Like, if you do the wrong thing, like the morally wrong thing, such as hurt another person or save yourself rather than saving a person who's in danger, you suffer for it, right? Like, eventually, that version, the other version of you, Self, is going to catch up, and it's going to cause so much more hurt to the other creatures and machines around you. Whereas if you do what Sense needs to do, like, like you sacrifice yourself to save someone, you're doing the right thing. So even though you're like destroyed and injured, more good things will come your way. There's like a karma system, if you think about it. It was a game that was really based on your morals as I guess, like a person. And the funny thing is, there was even subtle details. Hello, Rose. Welcome. The different machines would refer to their creator as 2 different things. Sense, the one that is like good morals and like just like, you know, what would be considered good and selfless, calls the creator father. And it actually gets separated from its original creator by helping a town full of people remove a large stone from the local river so they could get water. He actually gets crushed, but he gets unearthed decades later. Whereas Self was the crude attempt to rebuild what was lost. But instead of building it to help others, the creator built it to help himself. Like, selfish desires, right? Hmm? There's definitely a lot of fights in them, though. Oh, I see. The creator, yes. Sense would call the creator the father, and Self would call it the maker. And the actual timelines would have chapters, like chapter names that would appear during them, and these are two timelines. The very first one for Sense would be Birth, and then the middle timeline chapter is called Vow of Steel, and then Link is the same on both timelines, and then the Sad Truth is at the end, in which Sense either defeats Self or loses to Self. I'm the maker in a different timeline. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize this. And then for Self's timeline, the first chapter instead of Birth is Backfire. And then there is Vow of Steel because he had no morals. And then there's the Link in the center chapter. And then the final chapter for Self, if you're playing as Self, is Blind Rage instead of Sad Truth. Pardon? What is Mac Gowan saying? I'm confused. I don't know. I like making things, and I like writing and designing. And it's just so much fun to me. Invest. Well, I appreciate that. Blind Rage was funny because like it was this machine that was so envious of the previous thing that it was based off of that it just felt hate. Whereas, and the funny thing is, with Self, its heart is made with porcelain and gold immediately, but it was made with vanity, whereas Sense was made with stone, wood, and iron, and it became something better over time after all the people it's helped and like all the good things it's done. Whereas Self degraded. Learn to monetize the talents. I don't really know how to do that yet. I don't have internet, so I can't really do that. So I kind of just work on what I can, you know. So selfish beats. I I meant sense. Okay, the two robots are sense and self. There's somewhat universal moral standard, but you cannot argue my morals. No, you cannot. That is true. Uh, for context, sense was the good one. He was made to help others, while self was made for vanity and greed. And what happens with them is at the very end of the game, you finally, when you're playing as sense, you finally confront the thing that's been causing all the problems with its greed and its like hate and just all around selfishness. And then finally, you are either forced to fight them, or depending on your actions, you could like there would be like an embrace between these two, like hugging each other, and you could rub off on like obviously like I guess since these things are like brothers, like it's like embrace, like show that you don't hate it like it thinks you do. And but sad truth is the bad ending where you have to fight it and like kill it, right? And blind rage is the opposite of that one. Not really. Oh wait, do I misread that? Do I think that I have better morals than someone who abuses others? I do have better morals than someone who abuses others because I don't want to hurt others. And there are some universal truths where hurting others is a bad thing. That's just obviously the situation could be different, but abuse is not a good thing. And that's a universal. They caught my leg. But yeah, with this one, it was just more of a could you help the thing that's been like hurting everyone around you? Could you like calm it down basically and forgive it? Are you like after all this time, are you capable of forgiveness? Is the like main thing, I guess, with the game. There's a lot of morals and karma going on with it. I'm confused. What happened? I've lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I always forget that I have the lag, so my discussion's kind of delayed. It's exactly why wars exist. That is true. But there is also a different way to look at things, which is if individuals were to not be, I guess, selfish and instead like united, it would probably work out better. But there are always the basic human flaws, you know. So a ghost passed over me and I forgot everything. I get with a whoo. That was a voice crack because my throat's dry. Never again. Never again am I going to try and make a ghost sound. It's human nature, yes. And but then there's also good in human nature. So there's different ways to look at it. It depends on which human you interact with, really. Sometimes they have to go. I feel like only in the option of this one individual is hurting the many and causing them. That's the time. That's the way I look at it. You know, like I guess the very last option if like everything else does not work. Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to do that. You know, nobody wants to have to resort to that kind of thing. I don't know. Moral talks are interesting. Hello, Bloxley. How you doing? Hopefully you're having a good day. Welcome to the stream. I gotta pop my legs again. I've been sitting here for a while discussing morals and talking about a game. This is fun. Today is a good day. I hope everyone who is here is having a good day as well. I'm gonna put this back on for now. Oh, hold on. The solid snake and something to make you smile. That is the cardboard box to make people smile, and that's good. Hello, Carter. What's up? You gotta scroll around. Are you having a good day, Carter? You mean laugh? Ah, I see. Well, it's good to see you, Bloxley. I'm gonna put this on, and I want to show this because it's fun. Hold on. All right, so this should be working. I think Carter like got jump scared by, I don't know, the robot. Carter, Carter, do you fear the machines, Carter? Yes. Oh, you did. Well, hello. I'm sorry, and I hope you are doing well. All right, well. I hope you can too, Gain. I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you for joining. I enjoyed our conversation. This was actually really, really interesting and fun. Ow, 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 ow. This thing weighs like at least 10 pounds. Thing's heavy, and I don't want to break it. Maybe I should like change my positioning like this. There we go. This is more comfortable because my bones don't hurt anymore now. These are improvements. Oh, it's 2 p.m. Hold on. Let me look. Oh wait. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. My phone is. Y'all, I gotta go. I hate to cut it short, but my phone is on 1%. I must go. Oh no. Oh. Thank you guys for joining. This was a lovely time, and I enjoyed getting to hang out. This was amazing. Thanks for joining. I hope to see y'all again next time. Goodbye. Oh no 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 no.